Hey, Mike, what's with the sign, man? We gotta get it done. Hurry up.
The guy Kevin sent over's taking his sweet ass time. I'll check on it. Are you done yet, you shoe polish smelling mofo?
It has to be authentic. Can't rush these things.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So today is the grand opening, or should I say soft opening. The grand opening we're hoping is going to be in March, second week. That's what I'm hearing. But today, I got a special guest on the phone to do a virtual walkthrough of the stash. Because he can't be here, so we're outside. We're going to start outside, and then we're going to bring him inside. It's Mr. Kevin Smith.
Kids, I'm going to see the stash with y'all right at the same time. We're going to discover it together. Sadly, I can't be there at this moment in time. So Ernie's been kind enough to walk me through, man. I can't wait to see it.
All right, Kev. So first, as you can see, we got the Harley here. You should love that one. Little Yoda in front of her. Looks awesome.
Harley, very good, very close to my heart. In the old secret stash, of course, when Harley was born, we put in the front window, it's a girl and stuff. So this is kind of sweet.
Yeah, no, it's good. And then, of course, these wonderful graphics you guys sent us are just amazing. I mean, we've had numerous amount of people come here and stop even before we were open, just looking at the graphics. I mean, they love it.
Captain Ripman is our artist on those. He did the Ranger Danger drawings that were in Jay and Silent Bob reboot. The shirt that Jay wears all throughout the movie. Right. Captain Ripman did that. He did our new sign that will be going up, the new logo that's on the carpet when you first walk in and whatnot. And he did all those great window clings, which we're going to be turning those into shirts as well that people could buy when they come, because the artwork is phenomenal.
So what I'm going to do is take you inside to show you how things are going.
Ooh, look at that, man. Walking through the doors of the stash. It's like being there virtually.
So I'm going to take it to the left side. So we got the counter all metaled up.
So gorgeous, man. And now, is that really metal, or is it like some sort of applique I thought I saw you put on there?
So this is a plastic product called Flex Lam. So it gives the appearance of riveted metal and stuff like comes in a lot of different colors. It's a really cool effect, and I think Walter kind of told me it reminded him of what was it? I got Mike Zapsik here also. So what was that Walter said it reminded of?
Hey, Kev. He reminded us of the original Iron Man.
Yeah,
right.
Version 1. It's cool, though, because if anybody kicks it or dents it, you could swap a panel out with another panel and you're good to go.
Why are they kicking my counter? What the hell?
Nobody's kicking Mike's counter. But back here with Mike, my man who's been here working really hard, we got all the wall comics back here.
Oh my God, Ernie did such a great job, Kev.
Check that out,
Kev.
Oh, look at that! So that's where the wall books go, man. They're in a corner right by the front door and right by the counter. That's phenomenal, and people can reach them.
Well,
we'll slap their hands away. Don't touch.
Yeah, don't touch. We're gonna hopefully
Let me touch for
hopefully
you.
Michael's gonna hand that to him. We got the look. You can see the little velvet rope we got right here.
Oh, I see. Membership has its privileges.
That's
I didn't
right.
realize
That's
there was a
right.
red
If you
velvet
want to
rope.
touch, you're more than welcome to. Anybody else?
Right.
Broken fingers.
But so I'm gonna swing it around as you can appreciate this one. This is the classic, the old stash glass.
Painted by Scott Mosier himself for the first iteration of the stash, version 1, that was on Monmouth Street in 1997. Look at that shit.
I mean, to this day, brother, this thing looks gorgeous. I mean, it's amazing that this was in storage for so long, and then we brought it out for Comic Book Men in the show when I put it up there, and then now it's in its final resting place of the new stash at 65 Broad. I mean, it looks amazing. People have been taking pictures of it all day on the opening, so it's really cool.
It's a legacy piece, man, and you're right. It's held this far. It was in storage for over 10 years at one point when you finally brought it out and put it up for Comic Book Men.
All right, we got to ask Mosier what type of paint he used, man, because these colors pop still. I mean,
I'm sure that shit is lead, and we're all gonna get cancer.
that's right, brother. Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
that's all right, Zap.
COVID, that's a lead paint cough, kids.
I'm gonna swing you around to our merch, and first we'll show you some of the little pops we got here by the counter. We go to your jacket and Jay's jacket back together again. I know we took Jay's down when we started Comic Book Men.
Is that right? Did it really? They took it down for Comic Book Men?
Yeah, we needed the space. Yeah.
Check you out. So proudly on display once again.
Yes.
Jay's Dogma jacket. That is Silent Bob's hat from Clerks. It is Silent Bob's hoodie from Clerks. But that coat is the Chasing Amy Silent Bob coat. Isn't that weird?
People love it, taking pictures. And then right next to that is a lot of your T-shirts, whole line of T-shirts and merch over here on the slat wall.
That's what pays the rent, kids.
So we got all that, and then we come over here. This is the comics. These were the gondolas that were in the stash, all separated. So we kind of overbuilt this a little bit. So we could put the comics, jazz it up with some colors, put a platform on top with the pops, the View Askew barrels, View Askew Productions barrel sign up there. And then check this out. We got the poles going up to the ceiling. Little Batman and Robin. On the other side is going to be Bluntman and Chronic coming up. Those are your
Oh,
roles.
that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal, man. I'm so glad that you kept the barrel sign. And I like the shelf thing. That's dope. The gondolas look new. We've had those since the original incarnation of the stash back when it was Comicology. They've lasted this long. You're talking about gondolas that are going on 25, 30 years easily.
Yeah, well, we kind of, a lot of screw and glue and paint, put them things back together, brother.
Well done, man.
Yeah, but we did the same thing with the back issues, as you can see. Look at all this. Look at this beautiness.
Those back issue bins, kids, have been with us since we opened Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. I believe those go as far back as Steve Dave in Comicology, the original Steve Dave. I think they were his first, and they made the trip with us up to Broad Street, and now here they are.
Yeah, Zapsik just confirmed that you were right about that. And then, of course, let me give you over here on the other front side. We'll start on the other side of the store. Of course, we got Mr. Tusk, as you can see.
Look at that. And so Tusk used to Ernie hung him on the ceiling at the last stash in this awesome little cage setup. But now we got him down here so people can take pictures right next to him. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the kids won't go near him, but
They'll learn.
They'll learn.
While we're in the front of the store, let me show you. I don't know if you really could appreciate the carpet that people walk in on when they come into the stash, buddy.
Look at that. Look at that, man. I remember when we were talking about the carpet with Zap, and he was like, it'll be like a couple hundred more for multiple colors. I said, let's splurge. That looks phenomenal.
But I tell you what, my man Mike made the call on the purple.
It's a good call. It's
That's
nice.
a good call, right?
It's royal, and also it matches your wall over to the right.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
good call.
Huh.
And
Man,
this
makes
is
it
the first iteration of the stash, kids, I should point out. No carpets, no rugs. Every stash we had in Jersey, like the Monmouth one and the one up on Broad Street, had carpets, rugs. Look at that floor. Show them that shiny floor.
It's hypoallergenic.
Nice. No COVID germ.
No COVID on this floor. And we got the social distancing things on here, too.
Very nice. And honestly, like on a day like today where it's all snowy and shitty out, so much better to not have fucking rugs there, man, where that shit cakes in and stuff. Easier to clean, at least for us.
Up top. And all the new comics.
There's some new pieces up there, too. We got a lot of the classics that have been on the walls of the stash forever. But then I sent some new stuff. That's a piece that I was given. It was here hanging in my house forever. It's a piece of Dogma artwork that the entire crew and cast signed. So I figure it'd be better on display there. I also sent over a spirit drawing by the great Will Eisner. The Flash and Supergirl thing I sent over. Stuff that I figured would look better in the store. Yeah, there's pieces right there. And as well as the Smodco,
Here's the
Smodcast art, which can be swapped out over at Smod Castle.
Why, yes, it can. Yes, it can.
That's the thing. It's like we've now have the ability to like
Right.
shift pieces as need be, or if we want to showcase other things. Because I think in the future we'll probably be doing art shows at the stash. Like I know Shag wants to come, the guy who does the Shag painting, Shag himself,
Right.
wants to come out and do a thing. So sooner or later he'll be out there and we'll have all his pieces hanging up, including the Jay and Silent Bob piece that he did. And there's a forthcoming new piece that he's doing as well. So that's another thing that we'll be bringing to the new stash, man. Some art shows. Be fun.
Yeah. So just give me a little history. You mentioned the Flash here, so I'm going to show you what you had mentioned here. Give us a little history on that, Kevin.
So basically, this piece that has a, eagle eyes can spot the misspelling right away. I put up this picture.
You caught it.
I wanted to make
Everybody
sure.
catches
All right.
it.
I've seen it for years in the house, but I put this picture up on Instagram.
Did okay.
And I can't tell you how many people. At least 5 people were like, there's a misspelling on that Flash thing.
Right.
I think Zaps is the one that caught it first.
It's a charming, absolutely charming little error and stuff that adds real human quality to that piece and doesn't diminish the sentiment with which it was given. But yes, I so many people coming into the stash, Mike, are going to be like, do you know that thing's misspelled up there? Like, it'll become the new, in Chasing Amy, like when Ben's walking to the car, you can see the reflection of the crew in the window. And for fucking 20 years, people were like, did you know that you could see the reflection of the crew in the window and Ben's going back to the car? I was like, yes, I fucking know. This is going to be the new version of that, Mike, where people are going to come up to you and be like, did you know that construction is misspelled up there? And each and every time, Mike, you got to be like, what? I can't believe it.
That thing's never coming down, ever.
No, my God.
It's a really sweet piece, man. I'm glad that folks get to see it. It's been in my house forever, but it felt like it'd be something more at home at the Secret Stash.
So, of course, I had to put my piece up.
Fuck yeah, man. There's Ernie's Sweatbox sweatshirt as worn by the one and only Rick Darris in Clerks. That's actually one of the very few Clerks props that exists in our store. The Quick Stop sign, of course, being number one, but the Sweatbox, like, that's something that was in the fucking movie. Was that the same one you wore in the movie or a duplicate?
Oh no, that's it. You told me, you said I need that sweatshirt.
Yeah, I think about it, dude. There's not a lot of props from Clerks. Like, we just, like, Clerks existed in that store, so most of the props belong to Quick Stop and stuff. So, like, having that is a true touchstone to our beginnings. The whole idea of the Secret Stash, when we got it the first time around, we just inherited a Comixology. But when we moved it up to Broad Street, the idea was, let's make our version of Planet Hollywood. That's a dated reference that no kid in the world is going to understand today. But kids, Planet Hollywood was a restaurant where they put props from movies on display, all different movies. So the idea of the stash was, let's put up our own props and whatnot. And right there, that's framed Sweatbox sweatshirt is literally a prop from Clerks. One could argue it's costume, but either way, it's directly from the set of Clerks. It was there when we were there, just like that Quick Stop sign.
But with that said, we are going to spin you around and show you the shrine of Mr. Buddy, the new shrine of Mr. Buddy. So let me give you a little taste, bud.
Oh my God, it's just like being in church. It's like going to OOPH again, where me and Ernie went to school and wore uniforms. Look at that. And for the first time ever, Buddy is not behind glass. And look at that kneeler. That kneeler, man. I remember when Ernie showed me that kneeler on eBay Marketplace or whatever and was just like, look at this, man. Facebook Marketplace. He was like, look at this. We could get this kneeler if we order it now from Rhode Island. And somebody went and picked it up from Rhode Island.
Yeah, our man Chuck took it down for us. Yeah, so he hooked us up. And then we got a pew also that was donated by Ross Brewing. Now, what Ross Brewing is doing with a pew in their brewery, I have no clue. But
wait, let's see the pew. Look at that, man. How tremendous. So they can literally either kneel or just sit and contemplate like in church.
The cross carved in the side.
Oof. God, that's nice. Look at that shit, man. That's a classy piece of the store right there, man. Like, really classy.
I mean,
Well done, man. And the stained glass shit looks fantastic.
Now I've mentioned that in the video, is that stained glass, was repurposed from the original store that was here.
Oh, from the doors.
Yes, from the doors.
That's fucking dope, man. How awesome is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, so instead of throwing them out, we kind of cleaned them up. You know, they're a little, a little raggy, but they look great. They got a lot of character, and the light shining through it is just amazing. It just looks.
It just
It
looks
reads
great.
exactly like it's supposed to read, like church, man. That's tremendous.
Right.
And right on top is the Bluntmobile. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I'm gonna back up a little bit for you, and I got you and Jay.
Very, very cool. So cool, and,
Yeah.
and like that's I can't believe we've managed to hold on to that for as long as we have. And you put it up on that platform in the last stash, man, which afforded us a lot of space. But that looks great coming out the ceiling. Very
Oh, yeah, it looks dope. And then behind us.
Behind
no,
us-
not Planet Hollywood. Very Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, yes, that's what we thought. Yes, and then behind you is we put the Brody sign back up with a nice comic display underneath it.
And look at how huge that is, man. Look at that. That's a
Doesn't that
massive
look great?
piece. Yeah, it really looks great. And the wall
I-
colors look great. I should point out for the record that one side is Bluntman colors, the other side is Chronic
Yep.
colors.
Yep, the whole store is basically Bluntman and Chronic colors, with a little bit of movies kind of thrown in there, but the majority of it's based on Bluntman and Chronic.
I love it. The old incarnations of the stash were red and blue, like in honor of Superman, and some yellow. But we've
Right.
now been around long enough where we can reference our own superheroes.
Yeah, it's true. And then we got, of course, the wonderful cases here with some more memorabilia from a lot of your films.
Yeah, that's all the very tiny and walkaway props we keep beyond glass. The grappling gun, as the original head of the Golgothan that Vince Guastini gave me. That can is held by Betty Aberlin in the opening of Dogma. That card, came as a celebratory card for Goodwill Hunting. And me and Scott have the framed credit to the left there. Oh,
Got over
there's
here.
the backpack,
That's-
of course, has from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. The diamonds as well. Swallow My Coccacino, the slate from Zach and Miri, the Star Horse script as well as the slate. The pitchfork from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back as well as the harp from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Sweet and sour surly and egg and movie muffin, all that shit. I believe the bag and that I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Clerks 2. I think that's when we made the sweet and sour surly. Might have been for Dogma as well. But those Becky's glasses, I imagine, sitting right there.
Yep, and then this is the last one up top, a little bit more movies stuff back there. And
Oh,
Some
it's
Jason
all little pieces of my fucking childhood. Look at that shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
so then on the other side of this, next to Buddy, the beautiful display cases that Mike Zapsik put together. I mean, these things look just incredible. I mean, they're great to look at, but I'll tell you, they got to come by it. I mean, it looks so good, the showcases. So here's
So-
It's all the
here, it's like-
sculptures and
all
whatnot.
the sculptures and just all the statues and I hate to say dolls, but there are, and the Star Wars stuff. There's a lot of vintage things in here. You got to check it out, kid. Look at this.
Ooh, that's gorgeous. Oh, and look at that big old Superman sculpture. A lot of sideshow collectible stuff. Like
Yeah.
in the window, the Harley Quinn, the Yoda, that's from Sideshow Collectibles. They make the best stuff. The Iron Bob sculpture and the helmet, that's from Bob Kurtzman himself. So we sell those. That Hulk bust, of course, is from Sideshow. And look at that original artwork over.
Yeah,
that's Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti doing the Mallrats opening credit artwork with their character Ash. And I see some nice space, so we could still hang some shit.
We left a little bit of things left, and then this is a great piece. I know that. Check that out.
Yeah, look at that Daredevil piece, kids. That's Joe Quesada artwork right there from the last page of, I forget what issue it was, maybe 3 or 4 of our Daredevil run. An original.
Nice.
Yeah, and then of course next to that, I was going to slide you over to. We've had more comments today, and what the wow factor of this piece in the stash. All right, Mike. I mean,
Oh my God, yes.
it's just been unbelievable. I mean, let me show you how it looks.
Oh, he looks phenomenal. God, he looks great. Ernie had the idea early on about having Iron Bob bust through the wall. And I said, oh my God, yeah, that'd be dope. And look at, man, he fucking pulled it off. He got the chest light lit up as well. That's tremendous.
Yeah. And the
God,
little
he
blue
looks
light.
good, man. Otherwise, he'd be just sitting in a storage container at Bob Kurtzman's place. So nice that he gets to be on display. That's the original costume, kids. I never wore it, not once.
No.
I called you a couple of weeks ago, and I said, Kev, you're sending me the Iron Bob. Oh, yeah, I'm going to send you the Iron Bob. I said, all right, is this the stunt costume? Is this the second or third costume? And you're like, no, Ern, this is the only one.
They only made one. We didn't have that kind of budget for multiples, man.
I was nervous as shit.
Well, you did a great job with it, and it's forever enshrined right there. The guy who wore it in the movie, I put up on my Instagram back when the movie came out. His name's Kevin too. He was in Iron Man, the original Iron Man, as the kid who's in the Humvee with Tony Stark when he's like, no gang signs. He's like, go ahead, you can throw up gang signs. Peace. Yeah, I love peace. Like that kid who then gets shot. He was the guy wearing the Iron Bob suit in Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. So he was like, I have come full circle. Like now I'm Iron Man. I'm like, close, Iron Bob.
It's pretty badass. I was very, very tempted to put it on. Yes. But I didn't want to put any juju on it. So
I think you did such an amazing job with the story. You would have been entitled to fucking put it on naked, dance under the moonlight and shit.
You know how I do. I would have stuck to that sumbitch inside. I wouldn't have been able to get out.
That's beautiful, man. That setup is so fucking nice. Well, very dramatic. Fucking what a great place to take a picture. He's got him right over your shoulder. That's tremendous.
Oh yeah.
And then, of course, the most wonderful thing in this store, something that hasn't seen the light of day. Well, it has seen the light of day, but hasn't been properly lit since it made it to the stash on 35, is the Quick Stop. Now, I'm going to show you the Quick Stop facade. It is 95% done, so you can appreciate it. I'm still going to do the entrance into the store, and I'm going to rough it up a little bit so it looks kind of shitty. I'm going to weather it a little bit, Kev. But just to give you the effect with everything on it, and not to mention when you come back here to take your photos, there is going to be. I'm waiting for somebody to send me a timeline for the back of the stash. We're gonna have a TV.
That's me. I'm responsible for that. I'm still working on it.
Did I say that?
Okay. So the timeline is going to be underneath the TV we have. That's going to be running Clerks 2, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Reboot, things like that will be on the TV. So check this out, Kevin. I mean, it's just amazing.
God damn it, man. You did such a good job. That's tremendous. And look at the sign. He's right. That hasn't been lit up like that since it lived at Quick Stop. When we kind of put it at the secret stash, we weren't like, let's light it up. We were just happy to have the sign. Ernie framed it. But now it's when Ernie was talking about building the facade of the Quick Stop in the back, he was like, the centerpiece is the Quick Stop sign. Like, we legitimately have the Quick Stop sign. That looks phenomenal, man.
And we went true to form, brother. It's real steel, all real. It's none of that plastic and paint.
We went legit
Nice.
for it.
Nice.
So
People should love this.
What are you going to do for the door?
I am gonna make I'm gonna make it out of wood because doing it out of aluminum framework is just way too expensive. So I can.
So
You're going
I
to make a door that actually opens and shit?
No, we can't.
Not, but I mean a facade of a door?
Facade of a door with a side light, just like it is at the Quick Stop. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a photo in back of the glass that looks like the inside of the Quick Stop. So if you're looking through the glass, it looks like you're looking into the Quick Stop, brother.
That's fucking dope. That's dope.
So what we're going to end with here today, I'm not going to take you down into the basement. You know, everybody knows what that looks like. They've seen that in the videos. But the last thing we got is the Tell 'em Steve Jave General Store.
Tesdy General Store, man. Let's see. Let me see the exterior.
So this will be the exterior, but you're gonna have to appreciate the sign. I don't know if you can you get that, Kev?
Let me see. Oh my God, the sign's adorable. Tesdy Town General Store. That's fucking dope, man.
Look. I mean, look at the artwork on that. I mean, the detail is just incredible. I mean,
It's wonderful. Who did it? Anybody know? I know that's their cartoon artwork from some of their.
Zap, do you know who did that sign for Walt?
Not a clue. Sorry.
No, to be honest, brother,
To be honest,
phenomenal.
I can't remember, but
It's
you know,
beautiful. It's beautiful. There's a store within a store, kids.
yes. What we can do is get a credit and drop it on the video when we let it go. But to tell him, Steve, Dave. So here we go is the counter when you walk in.
Oh shit! So that's a piece of the old counter from the secret stash.
Yeah, this was actual comic book men screen used counter that we repurposed for the Tell 'em Steve Dave room. Walt wanted it in here, and I said, no problem, dude. We'll hook you up.
That's phenomenal. Let me see the hats. They got a collection of
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some hats in here that he's selling. He's got some great artwork up here. You know.
Oh, that's phenomenal. All the artwork, and there's their big ant head. All the artwork that we had of the boys around the old store is now concentrated in the Tesdy Town General Store, which is very, very sweet. Let me see their...
You got to see the case, man. Look at the case.
Oh, my God. Well, this is one of the things I always enjoyed when I went back to the stash is how much crap they collected for their podcasts. Like how many creative people gave them things, how many things came from the mythology of their podcast, the puppets, people doing action figures. There's a fucking Get 'em figure, for heaven's sakes. Seeing all that stuff like always did it for me in such a big bad way.
There you go. Here's their other wall with their photos and shirts and stuff that they're selling to their fans and posters.
And there's that piece of artwork too from Frankenstein meets the... Oh, so what are those shirts?
yeah, these are the shirts.
That is so cool. Let me see their stickers. Let me the cards they put on. Little laminated cards and shit. That is dope.
Yeah.
Oh
you
my
see it?
God. It's so awesome. I love... Look at that. My boy's got a mercantile instinct just like me.
This great poster.
Great
What is that?
poster.
Is that a poster?
It's a flocked poster, Kevin.
Yeah, Mike just said they call it a flock poster.
A flock?
Yeah, like remember the 3D posters we used to get from the Black Light Poster?
Yeah. Is that one of them?
Velvet.
It's velvet.
It's velvet.
It's velvet.
That is dope.
Yeah, it's cool as hell, isn't it?
That is fucking crazy. That's wonderful, man.
And then, of course, you know, they got the Baron.
The outfit on display. That is so fucking dope.
Yeah, and they got these great chairs for their podcast.
The Q on it, the
Still-
B for breath.
Still with the same fucking ratty ass
table.
poker table. How awesome.
Yep. They're never getting rid of it.
How much green wall they have? Is it one whole green wall?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say we're probably looking at a good,
Yeah, you can shoot in corners and stuff. That's good.
yeah. They got at least almost 16 feet.
Do they have room in that on their walls? I know one wall is all sales stuff and whatnot. Do they have? Yeah, there's some space over there, over that shelf there. I'm
Here?
gonna send out
Here?
some comic book men framed stuff that I got.
Oh, okay.
That'll look good there because it looks like they're putting up some stuff that's not just Tesdy, right? Like comic book men's part of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of everything here. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm gonna send those pieces out. I got really nice framed artwork from like the promotional artwork that they did for the show, so that'll look good back there too.
we'll look out for that. But I mean, that's pretty much the store. The back is where our storage is and all that kind of stuff, which we showed in the videos. But all in all, brother, that is the store.
You did an excellent fucking job, man. Look at that shit. My God. Well done, my friend. I remember when we first started talking about this, and there it is. There she blows. Mike, how do you feel?
Feels like we're home. Feels like we're home.
Is it more spacious?
It feels like it is. The old store, we were so cramped, and we had like weird angles. Now, we're right here.
Nice. It looks phenomenal. The idea, kids, is that me and Jay are going to be there March 13th and 14th for grand opening weekend and whatnot. We're building it right now. It'll be a reservation system so that people aren't standing outside in the cold and like, a bunch of people don't show up at once. You'll get a time, and that way you'll know the window to show up around and stuff like that. But I'll be there very, very soon. I thank Ernie and Mike and Christian for virtually touring me through it, man. It's gorgeous, Ern. You did a great job. Like for those that don't follow that closely, the very first Secret Stash, we just kind of took over, and Walt and Bry repainted the walls, and we opened. The second Scott, of course, painted the front window, but that was that. The second Secret Stash, when we moved up to Broad Street, Rat Face, Robert Holtzman, who was our production designer on Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jersey Girl, Clerks 2, and Zach and Miri Make a Porno. Him and his crew did the inside of the stash, painted the walls, put everything together, built like the fake skyline outside the old windows before that got replaced by the old stash window and stuff. But this Secret Stash has been Ernie's and Ernie's alone from the ground up, man. What you see is reflected of his taste and what he wanted to see in the store, as not just somebody who likes this shit, but somebody who was in this shit as well. So I can't thank you enough, man. You built us a new goddamn home, and it's a temple. Literally a temple. At one point, there's a kneeler in a fucking pew.
Well, I wouldn't do it for anybody else, buddy. You know that.
Thank you, my friend. And he did it for free, kids. That's right. This guy works for free. You did a great fucking job. Look at that. I can't wait to be there and take pictures of people. March 13th, 14th, kids. We're going to have ourselves a grand opening, man.
Well, thank you, brother. We had a great team behind us, and everybody pitched in to get this place together today. So you got a great staff here, pal.
Many thanks to Mike, to Johnny, to Taylor, to Carol, of course, to Ernie and Ernie's crew. Who'd you bring in? Wayne? Who else?
My buddy Wayne in. I brought my buddy Troy came in for a little bit. My nephew Brian came in for a little bit. Whenever I needed somebody, they were here. That was great. I mean, get him help here and there when I needed him. Everybody was hands on. I mean, it was good. It was good. We had our ups and downs and some troubles here and there with the weather and the town and stuff, but we persevered and made it through, and we wanted to get open.
And of course, most importantly, how's Walt like it?
Well, Mike,
He seems to like it a lot.
yeah, I'll tell you what, he had a good time with all the people today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
no.
are people coming? So people came in. Did people go into the test DJ?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They were all through this whole place. They were here. They were there. They were buying tons of stuff. It was a good day. It's just the beginning, brother.
Congratulations, kids. Thank you so much, boys, for putting this together, man. We got a new home. Everybody go to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, 65 Broad Street. Merely 30 addresses down, 30 numbers down from the old Secret Stash. We're open right now, and then we're having our grand opening March 13th and 14th.
All right, brother. Thanks for everything. We got to get back to work and start stocking the shelves again. So we're open up tomorrow. All right, pal?
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I love you. You're the best.
Thanks, pal. I'll see you. All right, that's it. That's from the boss. The boss loves it. The boss is, he wants you to come to the Secret Stash and check stuff out. So come down and see Mr. Mike Zabsik.
What the hell's this we've got to go stock? I've got to go stock.
What do you
When do you touch stock? You nail and you hammer and you.
All right.
I'll do the stocking. You do the
Okay.
building.
When
I love this
when
guy.
Mike's stock falls apart, he's gonna call me anyway. So
It's very true. So Ernie, thank you for building us home.
you got it, pal. My man. I love you. Thanks. Good luck. Good luck.
You too. All right, pal.
Peace out. Check us out.